Oh, hey! How you doing? It's been a while. I don't know if you remember me. Yeah. Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Hypertrophy Odyssey, chapter 139, I believe? Let me see, let me double check. 139! It is the third day of the week, aka the Psycho Crusher workout. This is the first time I'm going at this later nighttime, so we'll have to wait and see how packed it is today. So that'll be interesting to see as well. It's raining, and it's gonna be raining all night, so that'll also be interesting to see as well. But anyways, feeling good, feeling great actually. I'm very happy about doing this day. I'm not going to go on the last day of the week. The vampire killer this week is going to be skipped, so I might do a couple of things there from that workout here, just because I won't be going to the gym Friday. I have a concert that I'm going to, so there's that. But anyways, to the main subject matter at hand. This happened because something happened to me today which was interesting, and that was I saw somebody on the metro or the train on the way to work, right? On the way to work, I saw somebody that I remember from high school. In fact, I remember them from middle school and elementary school. So I remember her for years ago. So that is that. And I was like, is that this person? And it was like, once I heard her voice, I was like, oh yeah, that's her. So I was like, what do I do? And the main reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I guess this is one of those things is that when you're getting older / you look completely different, you know what I mean? It's like you knew this person, you were friendly with them, but you weren't necessarily friends with them. You were like an acquaintance, for example, you know, that type of thing. And then it's like just thinking about that, and it's like, where do you go? Do you go out of your way? What type of the consequences of that? What do you say? You know, that weird ass conversation of, oh hey, do you remember me? I happen to remember you. I look completely different than I did back in high school, but do you remember me? Like, I get it. I had a conversation with my other friend about this, and right now about this, because I was like, to give you the full context of the story, we made eye contact a little bit because I was like, I swear, like it's her, but then I heard her voice, and that's when I was like, oh, it's her. But she was talking to her coworker, and I was like, all right, it's in the morning. I could say something, you know what I mean? I could be like, hey, you remember? It's like, oh, hey, blah, 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 you know? Do all that, but I'm also like, one, it's in the morning. Two, you're on the way to work, so do I want to be that guy right now to be like, oh, hey, let me interrupt your working talk, you know, to greet you because I haven't seen you in 10 plus years. But then it was just also like, when we made eye contact, I'm pretty sure she didn't recognize me, which was also another big thing, which makes total sense because the last time she would have seen me, I looked completely different. See picture here. So yeah, that makes sense why you might not recognize me. So that's why I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, all right, what do I do in this situation? You know what I mean? Do I cordially say hello? How are you? You know, do I do that? Or do I just say, fuck it, like leave it alone? So I personally decided to leave it alone. I personally think, honestly, because I know for the fact that we're taking the metro around the same time, probably at most days, if not every single day, unless she goes like on, you know, whatever. Since I'm taking the metro every day, I'm bound to see her again, most likely. So I'm just gonna bank it on that, honestly. I'm banking it on that entire possibility. If I do see her again, will I say hi? Probably, because then I could confirm at least that my suspicion that it was her, because I was trying to figure it out. Hearing her voice, it confirmed it for me for 90%, but I needed another friend's opinion about it, because I think he knows what she looks like nowadays, because I don't keep up with certain people from social media. It's been quite some time since I did, so that's why I would have to confer with him. But still, it is something where I'm like, damn, whatever. It's a moment, but there's a lot of pathways that this could have gone, and I'd like to think about all of them and just like mull over, like, should I have said anything? Should I have not said anything? Was I cool? Now if I see her again, is it weird? You know what I mean? Like things like that, and we'll probably get into it on the inside. Alright, so on this day started with the V-bar tricep pushdown. These felt great. To get back to the main subject matter at hand, you know, seeing somebody from high school and or from the past that you haven't seen in forever. This is one of those things that happen very rarely, but when they do, it's a very interesting note, I would say. Personally, I have had this happen maybe a handful of times since high school, maybe even college, but even college people, I don't really remember, which I'll say is a personal thing. Not necessarily everybody has the same college experience as I do, so it is what it is. I will say something about this particular time when it happened here. When we did make eye contact, I totally felt like that one scene from V for Vendetta near the end of the movie, spoiler alert, where Natalie Portman's character sees another girl that she knew at the grocery store and they like made eye contact, but the other lady did not recognize Natalie Portman's character. And it felt like one of those moments where you all of a sudden see somebody, but they just look completely different, or their eyes are completely different, so you just don't even know who they are anymore. So it's a little bit of the same feeling that happened there. It's very interesting to see and experience per se, because it is one of those things that I didn't think that would happen to me personally, because I look completely different. See photo before to see what I used to look like, or probably the thumbnail. I'll probably make that the thumbnail. That was something that was very interesting to me, and I just immediately thought of that, or that particular scene when that happened to me personally. And then another thing that happens, and the reason why I haven't really kept up with anybody else that I don't want to keep, that, you know, like I haven't kept up in forever with is, or like whoever I don't personally choose to go out of my way to keep up with, is just because my Facebook is locked out, which is just a funny little story I thought I'd take the time to mention here. And that is because my original Facebook that has all the people that I would have known at the time, like middle high school, because that's how long ago I've had it. I've been locked out, and they want my ID in order to unlock it, and I'm not sending my ID into Facebook. No, I can tell you that right now with the letter that Mark Zuckerberg just made saying that, yeah, we rigged the election stuff, you know, the information that's out there. It's funny how things like that are just gonna go under the radar and be memory hold. Maybe I'll make an episode about memory holding. But anyways, back to this though. There are multiple ways this could have gone. Obviously, it probably would have been just fine. You know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, you know, like a small catch up, whatever. Nothing too crazy. And that's the thing. I feel like when it comes to like these scenarios, I feel like it's best to like not really think about it too much if this is just something that happened to happen. But some people get like bogged down into like the mire of the what ifs. You know, it's like I don't care to see this person again. Like it's fine that I don't see them again or whatever. You know, it doesn't necessarily matter. It's just something that happened to happen, and it's kind of like oh hey, what's going on? I've gotten to the point now where I think in my life, and I think most people at a certain point get to that point in their life where you've kind of made your inner circle. Basically, you're kind of done making friends and or like inviting people back into your life. So it's like, unless it's something where it's like you've lost contact for X, Y, or Z, and then you come back to their life, you kind of just stay away from most people, and or just a friendly greeting, hello, and then you move on with your life. You know, you're never really just sitting there trying to add more people to the circle after a certain point. I feel like after 25, you kind of just get your own circle, and then you kind of stick to it. You might expand it every once in a while, and shrink it every once in a while. People do leave, you know, move on. People live. People unfortunately pass. That's a whole other story for a whole other day, but it is a thing. But still, it is just something that just happens to happen, and then you just kind of move on. But generally speaking, though, it's just something. It was a funny little thing. I try not to dwell on it too much. I feel like there was like, if it was my other friend who, instead of me, that would have been a giant like 2-hour conversation scenario of what should I have done, you know, scenario on it. Shout out to Henry, because I had a conversation with him about that. He told me what he would have done, which I'm like, okay, brother. Yeah, I get it though. I kind of get it. I would understand it for coming from his perspective, at least, because we're in two completely different situations. So that is what it is. But it's just interesting to think about, and also, how would you react? You know what I mean? Like, I also think of it like from the other side, where do I care to see this random person? Do I care if they see me and they say hey to me? You know, if they do, for me personally, I'm fine with it. I'm okay with a friendly hello, nothing too crazy. But if they want to do anything else or anything more than that, it's kind of like, all right, brother, all right. I haven't talked to you in X, Y, or Z amount of time. I don't need to have this right now. But you know what? I'll be friendly. I'll be cordial. I'll be polite. There's no reason not to be. That is something that I will always try to be, regardless, no matter what. But one of those times where you can just be like, whatever. Or, you know, we'll say hello, and
and go our separate ways. But then again, who knows? You never know what random opportunity this one person might have by showing up again in your life, because that is something that does happen. But it is one of those things that you kind of have to pick and choose where it comes in and comes out. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we should catch up sometime. That'd be great. Never talk to them again. And we're back. Welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercise is not filmed. None. Exercise is skipped. We have one. I skipped the single arm lat pull down. Reason because the machine kept getting used a lot. So it just was always full. So that was very annoying. Instead, I did the low row and Kelso shrug because I'm not going to be here on Friday, like I said earlier, so I might as well do it on this day because I want to get it in, as well as preacher curls, because I've been loving preacher curls, and I am going to marry them as soon as I have the legal chance to, if that happens, just saying. Anyways, I don't know where I was going to go with that. Now it's raining hard as fuck, which is honestly not good. But anyways, back to the main subject matter at hand. The reason why this came up is just literally happenstance. I genuinely don't know if I will ever see this girl again, and if I do, will I say something this time? Probably, only because I'll be like, hey, I saw you the other day, but I didn't, know, whatever. But it's more of a just random happenstance that I happened to see this person that I knew from elementary/middle/high school, which is just funny, because it's just like, damn, you rarely see these types of people anymore, ever, really. Especially when you're at this point in your life. Like now, I'm 31. I'm definitely older. I wouldn't say I'm wiser, but I'm definitely older, and the shit like this, seeing people like this is a happenstance thing. It's very rare to see these types of people anywhere, really. If you don't have contact with them, you only see them if you have them on social media. If you don't have them on social media, you're done. That's it. You're not seeing them anymore. And for me, that's fine. I don't really care. It's more of a like, I'm gonna keep in contact with those that I want to keep in contact with, even if it's sparse or every once in a while, versus those that are like, all right, it's whatever. It just happens to happen, and it's always interesting, the reactions, you know what I mean? Like maybe you'll have like a, hopefully they don't recognize me type of reaction, depending on how you're feeling, depending on what they're doing. Sometimes you're like, oh shit, it's this person, it all just really depends. But for me today, I just wanted to leave her alone, because I'm like, all right, she's talking to her coworker, they're going and they're talking about work shit, so I'm like, whatever. I'm just chilling, minding my own business, watching a video on YouTube, and that was it. But with that being said, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions about this, because this is a very interesting subject to me. What your reactions are to seeing old friends, or not even old friends, just old people that you knew from high school and/or college. I didn't know many people from college, so that's why I don't consider college one, but that's why. I'm curious to know your thoughts and opinions about it, just in general. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back on tomorrow with a new video, hopefully. Please like and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who may or may not like it. Please, let me know your comments below. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions about this. This is a very interesting subject matter. Or if you have a story that you have that's like this, I would love to know it. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Keep it heavy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.